Greetings and felicitations.
Okay, here comes the first round.
Boom. And
Jeez, that was just
boom.
unnecessary.
You kidding me? He can't be out of range? What?
Tata, I love you all and welcome. No, I'm doing that backwards. That's supposed to be at the end of the video. Greetings and felicitations, YouTube. You're all the Appian way here. Phthia. And I am pronouncing that correctly. If you didn't know, that is how you pronounce Phthia. Phthia. Okay, anyway, that's enough of that. Are the units the type you should never take? Are they bad? Are they meh? Are they good? Or are the units you should take every time? Here we go. Now, this is another army that does not have any warlords. So of the defenders, the veteran is bad, the companion is good, and the protector is good. You can put the companion on a chariot, the protector, never put on a chariot. The archer skirmisher, take it! Especially if you're playing against Dardania, another Phthia, or somebody that you think is going to bring a lot of elite heavy infantry like Hector. This is your man. Put him on a chariot. Archer trickster is a good alternative to the archer skirmisher. Just bring him on foot. Fighter champion, bad. Fighter ravager, good. Maybe even a take it hero. Considering, I might change my mind about the fighter ravager. I might say he's taken. It's just he causes that terror. It's really nice. He's a cheap alternative to Achilles, but he doesn't have the divine challenge. Speaking of divine challenge, the fighter Vanquisher, also a good alternative. Like this guy a lot. He can kill anything that Achilles can't. Well, I mean, maybe not other epic heroes, but still, pretty good. Achilles, there's two versions of him. The only difference between these two is the way he's dressed. That's it. That's all. There's no difference between them. So I'm going to rate them both the same way. And I'm just going to go ahead and flat out say it, even though he is like the strongest hero in the game other than Diomedes, because Diomedes will beat him. Bad. Look at that cost, 1980. Also, if you're going to spring for him, don't put him on a chariot. His value is as a duelist, but his health is actually really low. I mean, well, okay, he's got a lot of health compared to the other heroes on the roster, I suppose. It might seem like he picks up 3,000 hit points by putting him on a chariot, but that's not how that works. Half of that health bar, like 5,000 points of that health bar, is the chariot's health bar, not his. Once he gets off the chariot, he only has 5,000 points. And when you have a 5,000 hit point dueling hero, you're going to lose because you sacrificed 2,000 points of health. All right? That's why you don't put him on a chariot. Too many people do that. The militia is an expendable unit, but it's expensive, so I just kind of rate these guys as meh. Young spears I rate as good. I like them. You don't have to take them every time, though. Never take the spearman. The light swordsman is meh because you have a better option at Aeginian runners, which is, I think, a take it unit. Fast, plenty of damage, good range with 3 javelins, but pathetic damage on those. These guys will kill heroes, and that's great on only 600 funds. The Phthyan spears, never take it. They could put their shields on their back, I suppose, but there's a better option out there for only 250 points more. Spoiler warning. And then the Renowned Club Warriors, honestly, I'm going to say good. There are some instances where they're actually really great. It says they have poor armor-piercing damage. Let's see if that's true. 11 points of armor-piercing damage on an attack every 5 seconds is actually not that poor. It really isn't. There's some mass here. They're medium, though. They can get run down by chariots, but I think I'm just going to rate them as good. The Champions Phthia, good. You don't have to bring them every time, that's for sure. Unbreakable, flanking defense improved, 167 melee damage. The problem is it's a small unit, and they only have 100 hit points per model. Thessalian Marines, I want them to be better. They do have stock, though. It's just they're expensive, they're light. Be careful. I'm going to rate them as meh. The Heavy Swordsman is good. 52 melee defense with 125 sword damage. That's just out and out good. There's not much else to say about them. The Renowned Phthyan Spears, though, take it! Love these guys. They can put their shields on their back. The flanking defense is improved. Lots of damage, lots of health. This is your mainline infantry for sure. Don't ever take the Phthyan Spear. Take the Renowned Phthyan Spear. Pelagic Thessalians are bad. I mean, I really want them to do well. I like that there's multiple stock units in the Phthyan roster, but this isn't your Huckleberry. I promise you. They're just way too expensive, way too squishy. Great hit points, though. Good armor, but they don't last. They really don't. If you're gonna spring for something that costs 1,300 or more, go for Myrmidons. Spearfighting Myrmidons. Take it! Myrmidon Swordsmen. Take it! They're unbreakable. They'll fight forever. They've got javelins. The Spear Myrmidons have the versatility of the shield on the back. there's enough said. Keen slingers, good. Javelin throwers, bad. Bowmen, never take it. The Aeginian javelin men, meh. Yeah, I'm gonna go so far as to say meh. The heavy javelin throwers, they're not actually heavy, I don't think. I really need to test this unit to see what the deal is. I think I saw them stopping a heavy chariot charge the other day, but I feel like that's the only thing they're good for. I never take it, though. They're so weird. They really don't fit a point in this army. And and I want to be clear. It says that they heavy hyphen javelin throwers, meaning that they throw heavy javelins, right? Sure. 27 missile damage. That's a heavy javelin, all right. It should have been heavy space javelin hyphen throwers. They're a heavy unit that throws javelins, but those javelins are pathetic. Anyway, renowned armored slingers, meh. Some people can make them work. I don't think that they're worth it, though. And the heavy Achaean bowmen, bad. Chariots are bad. Only ever take them against Penthesilea or Ithaca, conditionally. You can also probably get value out of them if you're playing against Dardania or somebody else who just likes bringing a lot of light or medium infantry. Maybe they can be good against Lycia, but Lycia loves bringing heavy chariots, so you see what I'm saying? There's a lot of iffy territory for regular medium chariots. The reinforced chariots, though,
Take it! Just take it!
1100, good price, good melee chariot, kills all the infantry. Good job. Giant Vanguard, bad, meh, bad. Bad or meh, somewhere in between the two. They have Vanguard, but they oftentimes, that just means you're putting them into a compromising position. And they're cheap, and their performance is in that same price range, so if you're throwing them into other infantry, the infantry often beats the Giant Vanguard. Savage Centaur Warriors are good. This is one of those factions that could do that deadly combo of 2 Reinforced Chariots, 2 Savage Centaur Warriors, and a Centaur Champion. Savage Centaur Warriors are almost a take-it unit. Armored Giant Spearmen, good. This is a great way to deal with enemies' chariots. If you aren't too sure about bringing chariots to yourself, they'll definitely get the job done. The Centaur Champions,
Take it!
absolutely a take-it unit. Centaur Elders, other people will swear by them. I don't. I rate them as bad. And the Giant Champions, also really good, just like the Armored Giant Spearmen. A little bit more expensive. In this army, they're not as valuable as the Armored Giant Spearmen is, though. So I'm just going to put these guys at meh instead of good. And this is a huge difference from Paris when I was covering him earlier. When I said the Giant Champions were take it, you might have noticed. But it's just, where do they fit in the Phthian roster with all of these expensive infantry options that you're going to bring? That's the difference. Anyway, ta-ta. I love you all. Greetings and felicitations, because I'm doing this one backwards. Have a good day. See you in the next video.